Hello Hots, this is another Flex lesson from Student Services, and the topic today is resumes. Today we will show you how to use the resume builder in Naviance. First, you can access Naviance by signing into your Blackboard account and choose the Naviance Student icon. It'll take you to the page you see before you. Once in Naviance, you will choose the About Me tab in the right corner. And then on the drop-down, you'll choose the About Me Home tab, and under your name, you will choose Resume. As you can see, there's nothing there at the time. And right below, right in here, it says, we noticed you haven't created a resume yet. To get started, select the plus button. So this is the plus button right here. And on the plus button, there's a drop-down list of all the different sections that you can choose from when creating a resume. Let's select 3 sections for today's resume. You may want to select objective as your first selection because it will let the reader know what the resume is being used for. So let's go ahead and select it, objective. And today's objective will be to obtain employment. So once you write that in, you click add, and now your objective is set for that section. So for the next section, let's do summary. And summary, basically the summary gives a short highlighted detail of the skills you have to share with an employer. So in this case, because for this sample resume, we'll use it for applying for a job, but you could use it for colleges or other things as well. So, but for today's purposes, we will use, let's say, high grade point average. Good computer skills. All right, so we'll add that as well. And so let's add one more, and we'll put down, let's just say work experience. But if this is your first job, you may not have enough or any work experience because it's your first job. So but let's add it, and let's put down that you've been a student all this time, and you've been going to Hayfield. Hayfield Secondary School. And Alexandria. All right. And let's say you've been going since August of 2018 and to the present because you're still attending. And we won't put in hours because that'll just be overkill, but we will put in that you've been a student since 9th grade and 10th grade, and we'll add that in. Okay, so now if we go back to the button, you can see there's still a lot of different sections. And so with all these sections, it doesn't mean that you have to put something in there for each section. So let's just say for volunteer service. Well, this student may not have had any volunteer service, so you can leave that off. Okay, so but as it pertains to you, I mean, if you've had athletic achievement or you've had some awards or certificates, you would want to add that in as well. Okay, so for time's sake, we'll go up and we'll show you how to save this. So you go to export resume and then back to the button, and it will show you the first step to saving this. And the first step is you have to name it. So we'll name it 2020 resume. Okay. And you can see now it can be saved. Before, that was still a clear or light colored green. Now it's a dark green and you can save it. What these are right here are the different styles of resume that you could choose to use. So let's preview the first one, and it will look more like this. And if you really like that, you can go with that. The second one, it's just style. So the formatting is just a little different on each one. And you can go with either one of those. Okay. So we'll stick with number 1 and continue. And so when we get to add, edit, save resume, in this section, you can add what you want. We can just do 2, the objective and the summary if you want, or if you didn't want to leave the, if you didn't want to include the work experience, you could leave that off. But let's go ahead and include it, and then we'll save resume. All right. So now you're able to, your resume has been saved, and when you come back, it will be right here. Okay. And if you want to see what it looks like, this is in part what it would look like. If you had more sections, it would be greater and fuller, of course. And now if you needed to edit it, you would go to edit, and then you would go to continue. And now you're able to add or edit anything that you want for this resume. So if you wanted to come in here and take off work experience, you can do that. And now it's updated. And now it'll look a little different. That piece is gone. Okay, so and you can create as many of these, probably 2 or 3 of them for different circumstances, and that should work out for you. Okay, so in this lesson, hopefully you learned how to build a resume, how to edit your resume, and of course how to save it. And we hope that this was helpful. So continue working hard, Hawks, and stay safe and well.